The plastic coffee mug slipped from my grip, splashing stale brew across the office kitchen's linoleum. I was on the floor, fluorescent light searing my eyes, heart pounding like a bad EDM track. A coworker's voice faded in and out, calling for help. At 42, I'd collapsed mid-shift at Coastal Tech, right by the vending machine that ate quarters like candy. The hospital's sterile hum greeted me as I woke, a nurse, kind, like she baked cookies for grandkids, checking my pulse. "Who should we call, Mr. Carter?" she asked softly. I croaked, "Lila, my girlfriend of 6 years, the woman who'd sworn we'd face anything together." I stared at the ceiling, counting cracks, waiting. An hour ticked by on the ancient wall clock. No Lila. The nurse's pitying glance said it all, she'd reached voicemail. I grabbed my phone, a reflex I'd regret. Social media's a minefield when you're wired to a heart monitor, but I opened it anyway. There, topping my feed, was a post from Lila's brother, Ethan. A photo of them at my coastal condo, my condo, inherited from Dad, the one I'd poured my soul into maintaining. They lounged on my balcony, cocktails raised, grinning like they'd won the lottery. Ethan's caption gutted me, finally free of the control freak. "Cheers to new vibes." Posted 40 minutes ago, right when the hospital called. Control freak. Me. The guy who paid the condo's taxes, fixed the leaky deck, and covered their endless, weekend getaways. I'd been working 60-hour weeks to keep us afloat while Lila and Ethan turned my sanctuary into their Instagram backdrop. The comments were worse, "You go, king. Free at last." Heart emojis from strangers who'd never met me. I read it until my vision blurred, each word a razor slicing through the trust I'd clung to. The nurse returned, her smile tight. No answer from Lila. Anyone else? That's when it clicked, someone Lila overlooked, because she never cared about my life before her. Marcus Reed, the realtor who'd handled Dad's estate. Straight talker, no nonsense. I dialed him, voice steady despite the Ford drip. "Marcus, list the Cliffside condo. Cash only, fast." A pause. "You sure, Nate? That place is your dad's legacy." I glanced at Ethan's post, still glowing on my screen. "I'm sure. See, that condo wasn't theirs, no matter how many sunset selfies they took. Dad left it to me, Nathan Carter, sole owner. Not ours, not Lila's, not Ethan's." While they sipped my wine and mocked me, I was done being their ATM. Marcus sent the listing agreement to my hospital bed. I signed it with a borrowed pen, my signature firm despite the monitor's beeping. Lila and Ethan thought I was the problem, too uptight for questioning their spending, too boring for wanting my home respected. They'd turned Dad's pride into their playground, replacing his old nautical decor with sleek, soulless furniture I'd paid for. Mom's photo album, filled with Polaroids of our fishing trips, vanished into storage for their minimalist aesthetic. My dog, Rusty, was rehomed because his fur clashed with their vibe. I'd let it happen, thinking love meant compromise. Grief makes you blind. Dad's death 3 years ago left me vulnerable, and Lila's promises of healing by moving into the condo felt like salvation. Instead, it was a slow theft of my identity. Back to the hospital, the doctor discharged me with a stress lecture and a prescription. I barely listened, my mind on the condo. Lila's patterns were predictable. She'd see the missed call, feel a flicker of guilt, then spin it into my fault. Ethan would post another cryptic jab, rallying their followers. But I wasn't playing their game anymore. I called Priya Khan, a lawyer who'd saved Coastal Tech from a patent lawsuit. "Nate, this better be good," she answered. I laid it out, the collapse, the unanswered call, the Instagram betrayal, and my plan to sell. "The condo's in my name," I said. "Always has been." Priya's voice lit up. "Perfect. Let's move." She outlined the plan: serve Lila and Ethan a 14-day eviction notice, inventory their belongings, and secure the property. "They've been skimming your accounts," she added, pulling bank records. $48,000 in charges, furniture, trips, even a wellness coach. "We'll audit everything." I hadn't known about the accounts. Lila had opened cards in my name, using my paycheck for their lifestyle. Priya advised screenshots of Ethan's post for evidence of their mindset during my emergency. I'd already saved it, instinct kicking in. The next day, I met Sarah Lynn, a forensic accountant Priya recommended. Sarah's spreadsheets were brutal: $12,000 for a Bali trip, $9,000 for designer decor, monthly subscriptions I never approved. "They've been bleeding you dry," she said. I sat in her office when Lila called, voice shrill. "Nate, Ethan says you're selling our condo? What's wrong with you?" I put her on speaker. "My condo, Lila. My name's on the deed." Silence, then Ethan's voice: "You're punishing us for living our truth." Sarah smirked, jotting notes. "Living your truth with my money," I said. $48,000 worth. Lila gasped. Those were joint expenses. Sarah slid me a page, 2 credit cards, opened fraudulently. Joint? I asked. Like the cards you opened without me? Ethan tried. You're being petty over a post. No, I said. I'm done funding your fantasy. I hung up, letting Sarah's evidence do the talking. 2 days later, Ethan posted again, a moody balcony shot, captioned, "Some men control through money, but we rise." His followers ate it up, "Stay strong," but I countered. On my dormant Instagram, I posted the deed, "Dads will naming me," and my hospital wristband. Caption, "When I collapsed, my girlfriend didn't show. Her brother celebrated. I sold what was mine. Who's controlling now?" I disabled comments, letting facts speak. Marcus called with a cash offer, a young family, the Wilsons, full price, 21-day close. They loved the condo's history, Dad's touches. At the signing, their kids ran across the deck, excited for a real home. I handed over the keys, feeling lighter than I had in years. Lila and Ethan vacated, supervised by Priya's team, leaving my furniture, bought with my money. 6 months later, I'm in my city apartment, Rusty snoring at my feet. I joined a sailing club, reclaiming Dad's love for the water. Lila works retail now, Ethan's posts are quieter, their shine dimmed. I didn't press charges, Sarah's audit led to a repayment plan, $48,000 over 5 years. The condo sale funded a new start, and I'm no one's control freak anymore. Sometimes, losing everything you thought you needed is how you find what you're worth.